Hi all, Elaine here from MRE Studio Designs, and today we are going to make this statement necklace. I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Stay with us and we will be right back. Piece of black Primo clay and rolled it out on the thickest setting on my pasta machine. And we're going to burnish it. And we're going to cut out the two sides of our necklace. And I have the piece here that is the one side. I'm just going to lay it down on there. And with our craft knife, we're just going to cut around the edge. And the other side. And then we're going to turn it over and cut out the other side. Pick this up and pick this up. Lead. And pick up middle part. Cool. And those are the two sides of our necklace. And these will go, this one goes this way. And this one will go this way. Like so. Okay, so those are the sides of our necklace. Now, what we need to do is cut out the centerpiece. Okay, so I've burnished this and rolled it out on the thickest setting on our pasta machine, and I want to have a pattern on it, so I'm going to use my texture sheet and do an imprint on it. So we want to press that down really hard. So we want a good imprint. Okay, let's see how this came out. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to try the oval shape first. Cut this one out. Give it a little wiggle. And do the same with this. Try to keep it as centered as possible. And look at it from all angles when you're trying to center something. That looks pretty good. course, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. So we're going to remove the outer portion. Just like that. And then we're going to remove the inner portion. Just like that. Okay. We're going to clean up the edges. There we go. Now I envisioned this to be in silver and gold. So I think I want this ring to be in gold. So I have my solar gold mica powder with a brush, and we're just going to do the whole thing. And don't forget to get the sides. Get in all the little nooks and crannies. Okay. We're going to put this in the oven at the recommended temperature of 275 for 30 minutes. And while that's in the oven, we will continue with the rest of our pieces. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is the way our pieces will be set up once they're done. So I want to put some ridges on this. So I'm going to use my extruder, and I'm going to use the round multiple circle disc. It's a medium size snake, and I'm going to put my black clay in my extruder and cut off the excess. You might need that later, I'm not sure yet. Add our disc and close it up. Okay, and then we're going to make our snakes. I apologize for the noise this makes. I'm just going to take a few off the beginning just to see what the sizes are and see how that's going to work. And I think that is going to work just fine. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and extrude the rest of these snakes, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have the first of our snakes extruded, and we are going to take these one at a time. We're going to need some bacon bond just to make sure that it stays in place, because they're kind of rolling around right now. So we're just going to add a little bacon bond. And now usually this would be for baked clay against unbaked clay, but I think in this instance it's going to help a lot. So we're just going to smear that over the whole thing, close to the edge. just like that. And I believe we should put it on a tile rather than trying to move it once we're done. Tile, we have our little ropes, and we're going to just stick them right on the edge. Yeah, it's staying in place nicely now. We'll leave the tail on there for now. Take the next one, thin out the top a little bit. And put the next row on. Right up against the other one. Just like that. Point up the edges. One more up. Just like that, right up against the other one. And I think we'll do one more. Maybe another one too. And one more. Okay, so here is our necklace with the ridges on it. And this is going to be the centerpiece. But it's kind of on the thin side, so I want to put a backing on it first. So we're going to move this out of the way. I'm going to bring in a piece of black clay. This is rolled out on a number 2. And we're going to cut out our backing for it. Just so that it's not very flimsy. That one and that one. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. Now we're going to put some Bacon Bond on there because this time we are working with baked clay and non-baked clay. I'm going to spread that all around. And we're going to put this on just like that. Put my hand off. And then we're going to press it down good, make sure it's all stuck and we have no bubbles. We don't like bubbles. And then we're going to remove the excess. Very carefully. And then do the same with the inside. And we're going to just texture the back a little bit like we normally do. Just some lines going one way and then the other. It's a brushed look. My favorite. I know you can do it any way you want to. This is just what I prefer. I like giving it a little brushed look. First going one way and then the other. And smooth the edges out a little in case they got a little fuzzy from the brushing. And then we're going to put some mica powder on it. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. So we're going to need to put that back in the oven again for another 30 minutes at 275, and then we will continue. I will be right back. Before we do anything else with these side pieces, we need to put a jump ring on them so that we can actually connect them to a chain. So I have two jump rings here that I am going to insert into the tips right here. So we're going to make a little pocket, and with the open side going inside the pocket, just like that. And then we'll take a tool and just press that down so it is closed and it won't come out. Use ball tool, close it, and then smooth it out. So that's our connectors. Now we have the centerpiece being in gold, and I want this part in silver. So we need our silver Pearl X and a different soft brush. I'm going to start going over that. Smooth it as we go. If we see any little bumps or ridges or anything, we just smooth them out as we go. And we'll just turn it over and do the other side as well. And if you want to, we can also texture this side too. I'll continue doing that and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the side pieces, all silvered, back and front. And as soon as the other piece is finished, we finish putting them together and then we will be done. So I will be back. Our centerpiece is out of the oven now, and we're going to connect everything. So these are going to be in the bottom, like so. Coming up to the top, like this. So we're going to have them even as best we can. Like so. So we're going to need some Bacon Bond to keep everything together. So we're going to lift this up and we're going to put some Bacon Bond where the bottom piece is going to go. Just like that. And then where the top pieces are. Here. That one goes right there. And that one goes right there. So we want to get everything as even as we can. I'm going to push this down a little bit. We're going to take our little tool here and clean this up. And this part. And there's our necklace. This is going to go in our 275-degree oven for 30 minutes. And we will be back. Thinking about how I wanted this to look, and I think I wanted it curved a little bit because of this piece here. I didn't want it to be totally flat. So I put a couple of chopsticks underneath it just to raise it up and bring these pieces down. And we'll see how that comes out. I'll be right back. So here is our completed piece. And I put a very thin coat of resin on it, on the front and the back. And I added some chain. Now this is something that can be worn low. You can make it into a choker. Just depends on how much chain you want to put on there. But there we go, all done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And we shall see you next time.